Greetings, YouTube. I have so much to say about this issue that this could easily be a 20-minute video. And I don't like putting 20-minute videos out there. I have felt a little uncomfortable about that with the tier list polls taking so long. And so I've started doing a lot of the polls before I even hit record on the live stream itself to save time. But this is one of those issues that has so many layers to it that I want to cover them all. And I apologize in advance if this is a longer than normal video. Some people listen to my videos as podcasts while they're driving or while they're going to the restroom or Lord knows what they're doing, walking, running. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that somehow there are so many spouses out there and friends who know my voice. They don't play the game, but they have to put up with it because they're driving next to the person. They might be driving the car that the person wants to listen my voice to, or they might be the passenger. Who knows? Either way, you all are unsung heroes. Thank you for that. Okay, so if you missed the video that I put out a couple days ago, we had a summoner file a help ticket asking for an update on the July 4th weekend unit sale issue because they essentially cost themselves quite a bit of money from their own calculation. And who knows, I haven't seen the overall revenue numbers, but it feels like it was a little bit less than last year. And that could have been due to a number of things, but this is certainly one of them, where the units expired about a day before the unit store. And so let's say you were waiting to get paid on Monday of July 4th weekend sales, and you got paid, and you loaded up your units, and then the unit offers were gone. First time we've ever seen that. Normally they're, of course, supposed to expire together at the same time. So Kabam acknowledged that it was a bug on their end, and that was unintended, and they have been saying now, since July 4th weekend sales were over, and that was about 3 weeks ago, right? 3 weeks ago from Tuesday, I guess I should say technically. They've been saying that they're going to figure out a solution. But the problem is the same problem that they had when they first attempted to give us the Act 7 Exploration Pack solution. And that's that they gave it to everybody because they didn't know how to pick out individual summoners at first who hadn't purchased it. And that caused some dopes like me to shove out another 10,000 units and get it again. And that was really spending 20,000 units between those two offers allowed me to become wallet breaker, otherwise known as Paragon, a lot faster. It was because I literally broke my wallet worth of units to get the offers. With that being said, this was the response a couple days ago. It was from somebody who I really believe meant well on a help ticket that said that there was a progression requirement and that essentially if you'd like to move forward with the manual exchange of units for qualifying tiered bundles, please reply to this ticket to confirm before this Sunday, right? In 2 days. And have the appropriate amount of units to purchase these packages available on your account. Make sure to say which ones you want. For example, please exchange my 3,000 units for the Tier 4 Paragon bundle. And finally, please be aware that as this exchange will need to be manually processed, it may take several business days to complete your request. Now, I am still shocked that this message exists. We've never seen anything like this. It sounds so shady. I always say you don't have to be an art major to be sketchy. And this is sketchy. It's like a drug deal, an MCOC drug deal. I don't know what else to say. I know it's not the most appropriate thing to say, but hey, leave your units in the stash, leave a little note at the door, and then we'll take care of you. Oh, by the way, it might take several business days to do that. So, put out a video. A lot of you responded. Some of you were angry that this is the solution they came up with. Nothing was stated publicly on the forums. This was a private conversation, but it was a conversation that the summoner who filed the help ticket reached back out to me and said, Prof, the community needs to know about this. Now it looks, from the message we're about to read, like Kabam either had no idea that someone went rogue and sent this, or was trying the whole time to give some summoners private information and an advantage over other summoners by doing this. Either way, this is the strangest issue when it comes to purchases I've ever covered. And I don't think no matter what, it looks good for Kabam. I think at this point, they might as well do what they did with the July 4th weekend sales and then just put them all back on everybody's account and have them purchase it again. They'd make so much money, but they're probably afraid that it would break the game by giving people too many more rank 4 6 stars as opportunities. Because remember, the 18,000 unit offer for Paragon players got the generic rank 3 to rank 4 rank up gem included in that final tier when you spin all the way to 18,000 units. But if they're hurting, I'm just saying, they could make a lot of money. So this was Mr. Kingmaker 00's message. And you know, if Kabam sees my name in a post, they get triggered. I truly believe, after interviewing Kabam Broccoli, that they hate my channel. They feel like I've cost them so much money. And I promised Katie Candy as a joke, you can go back and watch it years ago, that I would apply it to the content creator program, knowing there was no chance that I would get in. And their response was both unprofessional and petty. And then they just ghosted me after like one very short response. But of course, I have just stayed the course and have called out Kabam while still wanting to give them praise when they deserve it. I know the people who only watch when there are critical videos don't seem to care or believe or acknowledge that I make videos talking about great things. I made a video this week about how the 1 month free 5-star crystal for new accounts is so amazing for progression and is going to help so many people that Kabam should be applauded for that. You know, that video may not get as many views, but it's an important video to make. So, Kingmaker 00 says, hey guys, so I watched Prof. Hoff's video about the unit offers being manually done by Kabam employees, which does seem a little suspicious because we have yet to hear anything from Kabam about the situation. Yeah. But someone did fill out a ticket asking about it, and this was Kabam's response. Does this have any merit? And then the images were removed per forum rules. They took them down. And suddenly it was like the principal got out a ruler and old school like slapped the desk because this guy posts some question marks and then Kabam Zibbit posts the authority hammer. Hey there, the team is still in the discussion phase in exploring possible ways to get the deals out again for folks that miss them. Any options to do so would be complex and take time to work out and fully evaluate, so we can't guarantee that this would happen quickly. Well, that's what the message said too. If a viable option is found. Well, it does seem like a viable option was at least communicated to one summoner. I just think they expected that summoner to keep it between them and Kabam and go under the table with that. And I applaud that summoner for, instead of refusing to keep it private, to use my channel to let the community know about this, because that was a risk, you know? However, the team is trying to be as thorough as possible in examining what options might be available and will update everyone publicly when a decision is reached. In other words, we're just going to pretend like that message that Kabam employee sent out in good faith never existed. It's like the Men in Black mind eraser device. Also, just a quick reminder that posting private correspondence with a staff member or something you believe to be private correspondence is not allowed under the forum rules, which is why my YouTube channel exists, because I don't cater to forum rules. Another reason why Kabam hates my guts, and I wear that with a badge of honor. Kabam wants this to go away. They want to pretend like they didn't send this out, but they did. And that should be a concern for them and a concern for us. Because if you're trying to give any player an advantage, especially when it comes to loading up units, sending a message, and then logging out, only to have Kabam go in manually. Like I was talking to Mom Bear about this tonight, and she was like, I would never trust Kabam to do that. And I think a lot of people feel that way, right? Which is why you're not supposed to send private messages about going into accounts when money is at stake. It's one thing if there's a glitch, and we saw Kabam do a great job of this. Another positive thing that I wanted to highlight this week was a summoner having a glitch where they went over a path in the event quest, and yet the dotted line still showed because the path didn't register. They confirmed it, knew it was a mistake on them, that it was 98% complete. They went in and fixed it for the summoner and even threw in an energy refill. That's amazing. That's the kind of thing that Kabam should go into accounts to help. But how many cheaters right now are going on in Battlegrounds? How many people are spamming global chat openly mocking Kabam's system by saying, I'll mod the game for you and break all the terms of service for cash. Kabam should be furious with us. If I ran Kabam, I would be up day and night trying to figure out how to stop these people because they're costing them money and making a mockery out of the system of detection. And yet, they're also spending time having people message individual users and not acknowledging a plan. A plan for what they promised would be, I think, by the month's end. And we're running out of days. We only have 9 days left at the time of recording this. So, I know this is a longer than usual post and a longer than usual video, but I wanted to cover everything. And since I brought this issue to light a couple days ago, I wanted to take the time to update you because this is not good. And I think Kabam really has some explaining to do and needs to have a little kumbaya session on their end to figure out why everybody's not on the same page, if nothing else. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.